Hello, YouTube. I am Shaggy. I am Phil Alitea. And tonight we are going to be reading the book from 1920, From Ritual to Romance. Excuse me. Suddenly I have something in my throat. Okay, anyway, we're going to be listening to the book from 1920, From Ritual to Romance, written by an Arthurian scholar by the name of Jessie Weston, female, who read The Golden Bough, published around that time, which inspired people like Jordan Peterson and Joseph Campbell to do their thing. And so she's applying the comparative mythological techniques of The Golden Bough, I don't remember its author's name, to King Arthur, which is something that I'm all the time doing and very interested in my own right. So I'm going to be listening to that. We are going to be playing the first Final Fantasy. We are going to be returning to the Shit Shack because the Shit Shack is ready to get their hero classes, or at least ready to try the Trial of Towers. And so now the book that I've chosen is evidently, I made a good choice because it was written for other Arthur scholars. And what that means is that it was written as though you know what the author is talking about, and I do. So I can try to help make it interesting for you. But we'll see. I gotta turn that almost all the way off, because his voice does not cut through their sound. And it's interesting to me that the narrator, is a man, but our author was a lady. You'd think they would have got a lady reader. I would think they would have got a lady reader. With how protective feminists are of women in literature. I might have to pause him first because there's some things I need to talk about and I feel compelled to talk about. So, I owe a debt of gratitude, so to speak, to Mr. S. I decided tonight, after spending 25 of his dollars yesterday, I decided to spend another 25 of his dollars today. I spent the morning talking with a lovely young woman from Italy about food, and so I wanted a pizza so fucking bad. It's all I could think about all day. So I got a calzone and a chef salad with French dressing and ham, and I feel fucking great about that choice. But it did cost $16, which is usually that's my finished price at Panera. I got a shitload more food than when I eat at Panera. But I forgot what we were doing here. I left the server $8 because she was rude to me. So it was actually $16.98, and I left her $8, so it was an even 25. I left her $8.02. It was an even 05, or even 25, and I did that because she was rude to me because she didn't want to serve me while I sat on the patio, and so she had a real shit attitude about the fact that I was out there. And then a 16 top of Christians that called in and said they were going to be 14 and then invited 2 extra people showed up, and they were rude to their server and really no uncertain terms were trying to demand that I leave the patio, but they didn't make a reservation. They called, but not long before. They didn't call before I had sat out there, and so they hadn't called before I'd already placed my order, and I was eating my salad when they showed up. And it turns out that they were Christians, identified as Christians loudly, and all of the iconography and all of their clothing and on their tricycles. And one of them was a pastor. And they were very rude to me. Very rude to me. They were very loud. Very loud. The subject matter of their conversation was infantile, if not mentally retarded, spiritually caustic to be around. And so I left my server an $8 tip. I have exactly $15 to my name, and I'm proud of my choice because obviously, with all of her stupid impulse tattoos and her dyed red hair, she clearly needs that $8 more than I do. But no one will ever say that. No one will ever call. No one ever call somebody who nominally has a permanent address, um, a bad person, or spending their money in inappropriate ways. If they're covered in tattoos and have dyed hair and piercings, no one will ever comment on the way they spend their money or the quality of their character, so long as they have a permanent residence. And so I'd just like to thank Mr. S because it was his money, and whether he or anyone else chooses to replenish the $25 I spent on myself today. Yesterday was 2 years that I've been doing this YouTube thing, and it kind of took 24 hours to hit me that that's something that most people would celebrate in some way. And I had a productive live today, and I wanted to celebrate. And the way I celebrate good things happening in my life is with food, lots and lots of it. So they don't have their calories listed, but I ate a calzone with pepperoni, black olives, and green peppers because I don't like mushrooms and chives. Um, and I got a chef salad, and man, I ate the fuck. I'm not even paying attention to whether I'm solving this properly or not. I genuinely don't even care. I'm just having fun playing the game. I'll turn off the thing when I start to get annoyed. And that 25 will come back to me, or it won't. And I'm not worried about it right now. It was worth it. The shit shack is a real shit shack. I don't know if you've been paying attention to how this was a fucking real test of our ability to get through this early. With the last party, we did it. And boy, oh boy, we are just chewing through this. It's great. That's probably up right there. Shags is getting so strong. The monk is just cool to me. How strong they get, and they're unarmed and all that is just cool. They're a cool class. See if I can just like kind of learn this. This is going to be a tough room to get through. 8 hits. Also, I've been kind of watching other people's let's plays, and so I've been listening to other people talk about the first Final Fantasy, and there is a trick that I don't know if it still works. I in fact think it doesn't still works in the it's not, I know it's not that one. I think it's the third one. That used to be a main part of the gameplay in the original. Yeah, they took it out. It doesn't work anymore. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Ooh. How do I open their map? I think it's this one. So our next run, our next time we play this, what I'm going to do is we're going to play the original. We're going to try to see if I can get a. I'm going to try to see if I can find the NES version, the original, and not get copyright struck for playing it on a ROM or playing it on an emulator, because the original had a really cool mechanic that's not in this game. And we'll talk about it when it's relevant. But yeah, I don't like entitled, rude people. And so my server didn't tell me to have a good night, and my server didn't thank me. When she brought me my bill, I told her, I was like, you could just go ahead and deal with this now. I don't want to be out here with these people. And she didn't say thank you or to have a good night or anything like that. And so as I was leaving, the girl who was taking care of the 16 top, the patio goes through the server station, which is weird. And unpleasant, I'm sure, for the servers, especially if they've got people on the patio that are in and out types. But the thinking when they built the place was probably that way people on the patio can come and be like, hey, we need help or whatever, and not bother the rest of the restaurant, because patio people, patio people in places that don't have a lot of patios, so this town, have a tendency to be some of the rudest people alive, some of the most self-important people alive. And so as I was leaving, I just smiled at her, and she paused for a second, and then over my back, she told me to have a good night. So I turned around and I smiled at her, and I told her to have a good night too. And she got a private smile. She decided to tell me to have a good night, not as a customer, certainly not as hers, but just as a young woman to a guy my age. And that was cool of her. It was nice to experience. And I don't think we can exit, so we have to whoop this guy. That's fine. We're good with whooping this guy. We want. Oh, it's just some dragons. You're just some dang dragons. I ain't even scared of you. We barely even used any of our MP in here. Now there are probably items in here that I want. Like, I should probably explore this whole place, but the item that I think is in here that I want is only useful, legitimately only useful in the original. Okay, and now we go back to our little flyboy. Flyboy and get on the airship And then we go and bother Tiamat. And I'm sure there are like items and shit that we should want to pick up and that I should probably explore all of the different dragon plate holds, and we're not going to. We're such a shit shack. We're going to try to get this. We're going to see just how much we can leave undone, unexplored. Sort of. Not like arrogantly, but we're such a shit shack. We're just going to go around punching bosses in the face. That's kind of all I want to do right now. I know this is the wrong one. Da-da-dee-da-do. I just want to fight bosses. No, I want to get into the final dungeon. This group, man, this party is such a shit shack, right? We're just so tough. We last so long. We hit so fucking hard. Hello, Tiamat. Except you're Biamat. Flappy wings. Thank you, Biamat. Bakamouth. Did I see it happen this time? Did I catch it right as it happened that time? I wasn't sure which one of these I had charged. Did I catch my mic right as it went out that time? Thank you for the like. Thank you for being here. We look cool. This party, look at the fucking monk, looks so cool. He becomes a master. The ninja, we knew that these two look cool, but look at my dude. I guess the only one that we didn't know what he looks like was this one. But I get excited about things I already know, okay? And look at that. Mr. S, you're down at the bottom. No, you're not. Kyle's at the bottom of the party. Now the health is beginning to... Oh, wait. I can't do math. Mr. S, you're at the bottom of the party. Am I confused? No. 400 is greater than 300. Look how cool! Ninja boy! Look at him. Is the back of his head just that little thing where his thing is tied off? It moves. Okay, and now we're gonna go punch Mount Gulg in the throat. Get ready. You're gonna get karate chopped right in the trachea. A manual tracheotomy. Oh, also, let me show you the cool thing that I forgot about to show you last time. You're like, what? How could there be a cool thing in the first town? What possibly could be cool about the first town this late in the game? Da, 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 da. Hey, look at that. The Night Boy can do... Night Boy has spells. Look at that. Our warrior, now called, I think, a White Knight. Just Knight. White Wizard, Knight, Master, Ninja. Has white spells. How cool is that? I think that's pretty bamf. And check it out. Our ninja can do black spells. Actually, I'm taking sleep and focus because I wouldn't normally. And this party struggles with large groups. So why not use sleep on them? Like a ninja throwing a sleep bomb, or sleep bomb. Oh, son of a gun! I don't know why I cared. I love the random encounters, and I like that a great deal. Here we go. Now we're gonna restock up on our spells. How cool is this? I think this is so cool. This is so much fun. This is the kind of backtracking I do not mind at all. Okay, darkness is no silence. Yeah, sure. What the hell? What the hell? Just throwing around white spells. We don't need them, but just everybody, you get a white spell, you get a white spell. You two don't. Sit the fuck down. Shut up. Okay. Cool. Move. Pal, that's not where I wanted you to move to. Get out of the way. Look at how cool we are. Oh, yeah. I am the Karate Kid. What? I'm the Carrot Kid. Shut up. Okay, we move on. I'm the Carotene Kid. My skin is orange. Look at him. He's so cool looking. Very small child me is very pleased by this development. I don't even know how much money I have. Too much. All right, white boy, you're done. White knight boy is done. This is high. Level 4 is too high for the white knight boy. We're gonna try level 3. Can you cast level 3 spells? White knight boy. Fuck yeah, you can. Look at that. Now we've got a whole bunch of heals. And what the hell? You can use Null Blaze. For some reason, it kept missing when I was casting it on our last playthrough. Damn, you can use Fyra. Hold is one enemy. Fuck it. We're buying all these spells like we're ever going to need crowd control. We're just gonna auto attack our way through everything. Or are we? That's not where this next set of spells that I wanted are. But this is a spheroid planet. So just if you ever go too far the wrong way, you just keep going that way and it's faster than turning around. Oh, damn it. Does this town not have spells? Do I do this every time? Every single time. Now you can cast Exit, you fucking slut. Ooh. That was all of my spell money. Yeah, cast that, spent all my monies. Alright. Now, we return to the black magic and we say, hey, fuck you, we're going to Mount Gog. And he's like, okay, calm the fuck down, pal. To which I say, you watch your mouth when you're talking to me. I know a ninja. Are you ready? Shing! They look so cool, man. Should I heal? Yeah, probably. Probably we should just go ahead and be full health. I love how the airship goes away when you use your cottage. We get so comfortable that all worldly thoughts of escape leave us. Okay, well, we were thinking about doing something other than auto-attacking our way to the bottom of this place, but then we came out and made that look simple, made that look a little bit embarrassing for them. Yes! Give them death. Can they? Yeah, he can. He can wear a better sword now because he's cooler. Fuck yeah. Now, again, we don't need this stuff. Like, we've won the game. The game is over for us now. Like, we have won. We don't need to turn off our experience. But, like, we don't need this. Ooh, it's cold out there, yo. We don't need the monster box. Well, Kyle does. But Kyle is tagging along with the party now. There's another healer in the group. Kyle is literally just along for boss fights. Kyle only cares about epic loots. Fuck, he might only care about legendary loots at this point. Kyle's like, I am a white wizard. They call me Gandalf. Do they call you Gandalf, Kyle? No, they call me Kyle. Shut up, Kyle. Whee! This is so much fun. I take so much, I really do find great joy in going through dungeons like this that can't hurt me. When they're very stressful and when I'm struggling in them and I'm screen casting, I can get very stressed out about it. But this is just pure joy. These fights don't last as long as the inputs it would take for me to tell my guys what to kill. That hyena don's like, fuck it, I'm out. There ain't nothing worth what he's done to us. You're right. And it's only going to get worse. Fire elemental, you guys want to get on top of me early because you're only going to get the 2 chances. Kyle got a kill even. That's what we're talking about. That's how badass we are. We are so badass. Even Kyle gets kills. I love this. I keep saying I love it, but I just could not be more thrilled with what I've done. It's not like I'm the first person to ever do this. Literally, I chose to try this because I saw other people talking about how much fun it is. It's not like I never would have got around to it, but what I would have told myself is, it's going to not be fun. Well, what I would have told myself is hilariously wrong. This is hilarious. 510 damage is how much. That's how much our warrior Shags was doing, and I got lost. And our last party on the final boss, like as we were approaching the final boss, we are just waylaying this stuff. Beating on it like a redheaded stepchild. This is a weird idiom. Redheads get a strange amount of hate from American culture that I don't fully understand. These are the most dangerous thing in the fucking dungeon. Because I don't think I have life. I don't think I bought life. Yeah, try. Do your best. But it doesn't matter. Your best is just not good enough. Oh, I did buy life. I saw it while I was in there. Fire elementals. Oh, they let me act first. So they were fire elementals. Oh boy, this is hilarious. I would feel bad. If the last run weren't such a nail-biting experience up until the end. Maybe even at the end. Yeah, I think we lost the first time we fought the boss, didn't we? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it was a nail-biting experience the whole time. This is not that. This is a relaxation run. In order for that party to have become a relaxation run, we probably would have needed to get about level 70. Whee! Mithril axe, mithril shield. Hell yeah. We lose too much giving him the axe. Whatever. Ooh, it's trying. They're trying. They're doing their best. But we don't look directly at pyrolisks. We don't need to. We're hero classes. We all have pocket mirrors for our blush because we have to wear makeup for when we go out into public because we're heroes. Heroes wear makeup. You know, if we called it something other than makeup, it probably wouldn't sound so silly for men to wear like eyeliner. But when you call it, I'm not flipping you off, when you call it makeup, it's hard really even for me to take adults seriously while they're wearing it. We haven't been evaluating their levels closely for a while, but those were not good levels. Not good levels. I'm waiting on one of them to have I'm going to yell and scream, and it's going to be like my birthday, the day that one of them gets 2 points in a stat instead of just one. Oh, it used blink. It tried to up it. Well, it didn't try. It's upping its evasion. It worked on Kyle. It did not work on Shags. Sorry, guy. An effort was made, but it was bad. You did badly. Do better next time. And the fight will last one more round. We're basically the Mike Tyson of D&D parties. Just try to hang with us. Something is walking toward me in the woods. I hope it is an animal and not a human person. Because I have my tent shut up for the night. Well, they're going around the back side of my tent. So if they're human, they're going the most difficult way through this grass possible. Oh, they're very close to me. They're just on the other side of my tent. The tent's weatherproofing. And now they've gone silent because they can hear me talking. Yeah, if I'm going to spend so much time talking and outside, I'm probably going to need to become a chapstick guy, which I never wanted to be. I don't like chapstick. But my lips are starting to hurt. That's not anything I ever anticipated ever admitting. Let's do it. Just so much fun. And this dungeon this one's pretty expansive. I forgot that the volcano was pretty expansive. These dungeons are so much bigger than Chrono Trigger's. So much more fun to explore. It's just more fun to play this game. Straight up, it's more fun to play this game than Chrono Trigger. We haven't gotten to a spot in Chrono Trigger yet where I even want to come back. I'm like even excited about the game yet. I just remembered. I just remembered part of why that is. I'm not going to spoil the story for anybody who's watching now or in the future that hasn't watched any of my Let's Play, but where we are in the damn story, I forgot, and I'm annoyed by a particular detail, and I forgot that I was annoyed about it until I started thinking about why are you so annoyed What are you so annoyed about with this game? Well, there we go. I remember now. Oh man, it's cool that the ninja gets to wear shields and big swords. They're such a cool class. It's like I don't even know. I guess I wonder what my next. I wonder what I would want to do for my next party setup. I'd have to really. I don't know. Maybe we go like red mage, like red mage, black mage, white mage, thief. That just gives us a shitload of spells, man. That gives us a shitload of spell slots to sling around. Or you go like 2 monks, a white mage, and a black mage. Yep. Ogre mage, you're going to want to, whatever you're doing between our fights, you're going to want to do more of it because we're only getting more powerful. And we already one-shot you. Whee! Okay, I was hoping that was like a... Yeah, they took out so much of the just painfully difficult stuff. And they've just left all of the fun. So I do wish, and maybe it's been long enough that if they were going to, they would have. That's a good level match. 30 HP, 27 for Kyle. We like that. Intellect is the only thing we need you stacking. Well, intellect and luck. Stack luck. Shags with the 31 HP level. Strength and luck. Everybody stack luck. Luck is the stat that keeps you from succumbing to status elements and instant death. So we want our luck to be as high as possible. We like just ignoring the instant death, like gaze of the cockatrice. We'll come back now that we know where it is. Damn. Just so strong. The best that they have to throw at us can't hurt us. What? You have no spell slots. How do you have match? Buddy. You could buy spells, but you didn't actually have the slots yet. That's funny to me. I probably just burned up all of his mana for nothing. Like a silly person would do. Alright, let's go. It's not called mana. Anyway, it was the level 1 spell slot. Whee! I don't know why I did it in that way I did it, but I did it. In the way that I did it. I don't know why I looked at that. What am I doing? Losing my mind. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? That's kind of how he says it. Well, what if that's what I did for Hojo's voice? Well, I'm a weird sciencey guy, and I like to do science experiments on people. What if I talked like that for him? Ooh! That was almost a disaster. Oh, wait, if we still got Kuragas, we can be liberal with our heals. There we go. Now we can't be liberal with our heals. What did we get out of there? Mail? We got an armor? Fuck yeah, boy. That's so cool. That the ninja can wear such heavy armor is cool. Okay, that was silly what I just did. Ow. Is that like a... No, I've got my blanket inside out, so the tag is on the inside, and it was stabbing me in the foot. That's right, the foot. Is that not how you pronounce that word? That's how I pronounce that word. Foot. Stabbing me in the foot. Okay. Ah, that's why my lower back hurt. My sleeping bag is all twisted up under me. Today I learned that room up there is empty. So choices were made, and not all of them were optimal. I dorps. I like to pronounce words wrong. I had a girlfriend who fucking hated it, so I did it all the time to her because it was funny as shit. What the hell is a dorp? Well, what are we talking about? I don't know, eye drops? Yeah, probably. Shang. 7 hits. The rogue only gets better with time, too. Thief. The white mage gets worse over time, you see. They start better at level 1. Everybody gets better over time. Stop saying that. Don't tell me what to do. Wah! Yes, goodbye, ogre chief. Golly, ogres are so frightening, and we just... 1 damage. We just fuck them up so bad. Yes. He just shrugs off the sleep, hits you with a crit right in the fucking neck. Take that. A red Durgan. It probably wanted to use its AoE ability if it was gonna... Yeah. Kicking ass. Oh. Kicking ass. Oh. Shags, what was that? I've forgotten how to play the game. I don't remember any of the buttons. I haven't had to press them in so long. Yeah, never mind. Mr. S made that made all my effort wasted. Okay, we need to sort this shit because I don't know what anything is if it's not in the right spots. It's a me problem, but... Alright, Mr. S, you're in charge of the backpack. Keep that shit sorted out. Nice. Kicking it in the dick. In the dick is where we are kicking it. Kicking it in the dick. That's a hymn I wrote. I call it Kicking It in the Dick. I'm not very good at titles. Oh, that's why Shag sucks now. Who gave you a weapon? He went from doing Mondo damage to doing 37 damage because some dumbass gave him a weapon. A staff, no less. Why are we going down this direction? There we go. Who gave your dumbass? Who was the... Whoa, everybody levels. Big level, 31 for match. Noise. Shag's just letting me down. Every time I look at what he's doing, he's letting me down lately. We're not even going to talk about Mr. S only getting 4 HP that time. I'm not even bringing it up. My party is so hilariously... The HPs, I look at our HPs, it's just so funny to me. That's not how they should be in my head. The white mage should have so much less than the thief. Not mine. He's got more than the damn monk. Not Mr. S. Kyle got tired of damn dying is what happened there. He got tired of damn dying. And so in this incarnation, he did his fucking sit-ups. Look at that. It's just insane. Compared to what we went through in the last fight, that was a 3-turn fight with our last party. All right, now we're gonna get to the boss, and we're gonna take the boss seriously. We're gonna come at him with full health, mostly full health. We'll see. But we are gonna take him seriously. We're not gonna go in here and assume that we're just gonna smack him around like a little baby boy. Hello, little baby boy. We're gonna smack you around now because we didn't quick save. Oh, you're not a baby boy. You're a weird woman with lots of arms. And tattoo boobies. What do we have here? And cha-ching! 1 hit, killed. 8 hits, 112 damage. Can we get that higher? Well, now that we're invisible, can she hurt us? Becomes the real question. She can still hit us with spells. That makes sense. All right. Our damage is a little bit lower. Ooh. Actually landed that. That's going to reduce our DPS a little bit. It's probably DPT in this game. And I gave... Pop, 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 pop. There it is. That's so cool. Could barely even hurt us. And look at us just being all invisible and junk. That's cool. I approve. That was significantly less stressful than last time. Shing! We are winners. Fucking A. Loving it. Hey, thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for that second like. This is a fucking great time to me. And now let's get back up top. And now we got to go get to the wind thing. So that means that we gotta deal with this town of people who don't talk so good, which means that we got to go to that town where they talk more gooder, which is over on the other continent. It's over here somewhere. It's up here. Yeah, there it is. And you get to it by walking from this direction. Bingo. Don't wipe on your way there. Done that before. Had to fight the boss again. Not on the way, specifically on my way to here, but I have my original play of this. I forgot to save after beating, what's his name, Ganon or whatever, and Garland. I wiped as soon as I walked across the bridge, and so I had to fight Garland and do the that whole bridge cutscene again when I was a kid. Fuck. That's why you save often. Probably I don't need regular potions anymore. Probably I should wait to restock my items until I know that uh I don't need the money for spells. Heal Gara sounds awesome, or Heal Aga sounds awesome. Null Death sounds unnecessary. I probably don't have anybody that can use this level of black spells. When I say probably, I mean definitely. It's too bad that I don't have any way to give my ninja saber. That would be fucking sweet. Attack damage and accuracy by that much? That would be sweet. I don't know why I'm talking to these people. I know what I'm doing. No, I don't. But I know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going, but I know what I'm doing. There's a dragon in this town? Yes, we have. I probably talked to that guy. I remember. We got to do your thing. But in order to do that, in order to get the boo-boo so that we can go down there, we have to find the ferry. I'm looking for an armor or a weapon shop in this town. That's why I came down here. But we got to find that's not where it is. We got to find the ferry. Okay. Finding der ferry. That is, oh boy, in the wrong town, I think. Well, what's your story? Oxy Ale. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. I went to the wrong town. Try this again. I was right to go to the town in the eye of the bird there. Something is clicking in my head, and it sounds horrible. As I'm talking, something is like clicking in my ear on this left side. It sounds and feels awful. Ah. Sorry for the mouth noises for those of you who are sensitive to that sort of thing. There we go. I should save. Like really, I was talking about it, but I should save. Ah, that feels terrible. It's like, ah. Oh, I hate that feeling. Oh, nice. We can do huge amounts of damage to undead, or we can fully restore one ally's HP. I know which one I am buying. We can't buy this level of black magic, obviously. Blizzaga and Break. Nothing that our ninja boy can use. Neat. I don't know why I went in there. We knew it. Okay. More spells? They don't have the money now. Holy. Ooh. Oh. If we had a white mage and a black mage last time, we would have been able to cast Dispel, and maybe that will make Flare, maybe that would have made our black magic super powerful against him. Interesting. I don't know what that clicking is, but I'm still hearing it, so it wasn't my headphones. It just sounds horrible. It's like there's a bone, or like my teeth are clicking inside my head. It's horrible. I've never experienced anything like that before. Why did I come in here? Why did I even go to the town? I know that you just in case I had to talk to these people in order to get the ferry. I know where the ferry is. I don't know. I'm screwing around. We got to go to the desert. Desert Beretta. Now these are pretty badass. Not badass enough. Just not enough. I probably don't have any money now to buy this thing. Yep. 40K. Wow. That's impressive that I had enough to buy it last time without even looking. It's probably not true. How far away are we from 40K? A minute. All right, we got some time. Kick back and enjoy the ride. We didn't even buy the knight's armor this time. $14,000, and we get one per that fight. The worms look cool. $13,000. We just counting down from 14, basically. Man, I like this so much. It's just so chill. It's so relaxing. I'm in such a good mood. It's been such a good day. My guy's got the day off coming up, either tomorrow or soon. Good for him. Brutal slate of days without a day off. And so tomorrow we're going to be playing Dead Cells all day at the request of Mr. S. So by all day, I don't mean, I would love to mean that we're gonna sit down and we're gonna only take breaks to go potty, but I unfortunately don't have that kind of setup. How are we doing for time, actually? 10 o'clock. An hour in. Killing it so far. Pacing it just how I wanted. I stopped I stopped paying attention to how many fights we'd been in, but I'm pretty sure we'd only done 2 since I said 13. So we're going to say that we need to do 11. Cut it down. 10. I thought I was going to listen to that book, and then I was cognitively overstimulated and didn't want to listen to that book anymore. I also had something I wanted to say. I had something I felt compelled to say. And when I'm talking about things that I feel compelled to say, I don't exactly feel compelled to say this, but it would mean a lot to me. It would mean a lot to me that if you can't tip so that I can continue to eat into the future, that you hit the comment or the chat and you just thank Mr. S for the contributions that he's already made and that he's pledged to continue to make. So just thank him that I get to eat, that I have this full tummy, and yeah, that we're able to do this in the way that we're doing it, because the tripod, the controller, the microphone, all of it was from him. Gift is what they call it on YouTube. And I would not use the word tip or the word support. I wouldn't even say financial, none of it. um, because the apps themselves use a euphemism to distance you from what you're actually doing. But until I have 1,000 subs, right? Until I have 1,000 subs here on the YouTube channel, I can't get the super likes. Oof. And until I can get, I'm trying to lie on my side like I'm trying to get all the way comfortable, like I'm going to lay here and go to sleep. That's how comfortable I am. And that's how relaxed I am. I'm just going to roll over on my sleep and actually fall asleep on stream tonight, since I flirted with doing it all night last night. So we might not make it to midnight, is what I'm telling you. Oh, we're one battle away. We might not make it to midnight before I have to call it, because I'm just nodding off. So relaxed, so comfortable. My art is making itself. We're reaching people in a positive way. Across the globe, I met people from as far away from me as Bulgaria today. I have a couple of acquaintances that step into my lives from Morocco, which I think is really cool. It's cool to not to be known so much, but to know that there are people out there, that the world is real, right? Because as a thought experiment, any of these places, Morocco could not be real, right? It could be a place that was invented by some historian, and not that I'm prone to fall into that trap, but like, it's just cool. It's just cool to know that it's real. It's cool to see the same people every day, not every day, but to see them again. And that's not about them coming to me. It's about that the experience of catching people where they are. Maybe that's hard to explain. Maybe it's hard for me to explain, but it's a part of having worked retail for so long. It's like, on some level, the live streams, especially when I'm meditating or the camera is facing me, usually at some point I have to turn the camera. I have to take myself off the camera, or I have to position my phone in such a way that I can't see the comments, because the rudeness starts to really get to me. But I almost think about those as working in a different store. So I don't know if you've ever worked for like a chain, right? So like for McDonald's, and then you work a shift at a different store. And so the live on camera where I can see the chat and I can interact with the people as they come and go. That feels like working in a different store, right? Same chain, same Shaggy Dog, Phil Alitea, same work, but it's different in a way that makes it feel like going to a different place to do work, even though I'm going to the same place, and it's technically the same app. Okay, so she just gave me the Oxy Ale. I remember how to do this. I remember what we're doing. That was another part of why I wanted to do this a few times in a row, is I wanted to try to see if I could get it down. I think I've said that before. I think I probably over-explain why I have my silly goals. I just have silly goals, all right? They're maybe not silly to anybody, but well, then maybe they're not silly. Because they're not silly to me. All right, here we go. Water Temple, you're next. And then the Air Temple. And then Victory. Victory is ours. I don't know if I'll be able to do the Chaos Temple tonight. If I'm nodding off right now, in an hour, I will definitely be like really dragging ass. but we're going to go as long as we can. My work right now is about until I'm making those Patreon subs and I've got all these people making demands on my time. My time right now is about standing in solidarity with my working friends. My working friends specifically, but also my working friends um, generically or not specifically. Everybody who's working and tired and lonesome and just wants a low key guy like Shaggy to talk in his ear for a few hours. I'm here for you. I got your back. And I think for the first time today during my live stream, I think a few people actually believed me when I said that this thing I'm doing right now is all I've ever wanted to do with my life. Did I go to the wrong place? Where am I? I'm up in the mountains again. This is where the... Did I go to the wrong place? Yes. Oh, I see. I gave back the ferry and then I went right back into town, didn't I? Am I just going back and forth between these places again? Like an idiot? No. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I just flew a lap around the world and then didn't. I just landed back in the mountains or something. I said I needed to come to her, and then I started talking. Forgot what the hell I was doing. She's like a ghost or something. I'm guessing she's supposed to be a mermaid, but she disappears like a ghost would do. Visually stimulating. And then the underwater dungeon. It's so cool. Sunken Shrine. If it sank fast enough and it were airtight, there would be no water inside it. But that's not what they're saying. This is underwater. We need the oxyale in order to breathe. As we're exploring the temple, the whole thing is underwater. But it looks cool, man. It sure does look cool. There we go. Don't mind picking up the gill because that's basically, 9 fights we don't have to do. And we do eventually want to be able to buy Holy with Kyle. Damn, just kicking all the ass. And okay, we want to turn the Gil game back off. Wait a minute. Shit. We want to go up first. Unless I'm wrong. We're going to go up first, regardless. Okay? Yes. Give me your best shot. It ain't shit. I love that. I just love seeing those huge numbers, man. I'm not even doing anything. I'm trying to keep my XP gain to a minimum. I'm trying to keep it low, but look at them. Look at them. I don't want to turn the encounters off. Ooh, big level for Madge, 31 XP or 31 HP. We like that. Maybe they can't gain 2 stat points. Maybe they got rid of that for the remaster. Maybe they never could, but I thought I remembered reading it as a kid, you see. I have the idea in my head from when I was a kid, staring at the strategy guide that comes, memorizing the strategy guide, poring over the strategy guide that came with the original game. It gave you a little strategy guide of how to beat the first dungeon, how to get the bridge. I spent so long looking at this map. Only to conclude that I don't remember whether I had moved yet or not. Mage's staff. Oh, that's not better, huh? And he can't wear it anyway. Use it. Equip it. Staffs, you don't really wear staves. Staves is actually how you pluralize that word. 1 staff, 2 staves. I don't know why. I didn't make the rules, man. I just speak the language. Oh, my prayers have been answered. Okay, but I wasn't here to answer prayers. I was here to rob you guys. Now, I've been trying to keep that to a minimum, the whole robbing people. But, I mean, you guys have been underwater long enough that you turned into mermaids. So I feel like you'll be all right. I feel like you'll be all right. I believe that you will be all right, and that's good enough for me. So, moving on. Get out of the way. Can't you see I'm trying to rob you? Whee! Jeez. That's a lot of stuff that I've robbed this temple of. I don't know why that made me catch my breath, but it did. Antidote. What a lame fucking thing to find in a dungeon treasure chest at this level of the game. Diamond shield is less than lame. Whee! We want our ninja to be nearly impervious. That'd be fucking hilarious. Now we have to figure our way across to there, because there's a door over there that we want. Oh, how to be doos it. I've doozed it before because, oh, I remember. You have to be smarter than the dungeon, see? No, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong about how to do it. There it is. The dungeon is spherical, you see. Dungeon, or diamond. Rosetta Stern, and now we can make those weird angel people talk to us in English, like humans would do. Speak human. All right. Upgrading his gears. his gears of war. All right. Now we go down a floor, a mat le floor, and there are 2 rooms over here to the left that we didn't open. I don't even know that I've healed since we've been in here yet. I'm not going to complain if we haven't. I legit can't remember. It's been long enough. I legitimately can't remember whether I've had to heal since we've been in here. Probably I have. Light axe. Oh, it's 1 less good than the ice brand. So it doesn't make sense to wear if I've already got a guy wearing an ice brand. Shaka, shaka, shaka. Yes. Whooping ass, taking names. I don't even want the names. I just want the ass. Just want to whoop ass. Love it. Yeah. My tummy is so full of cheese. Woo. Hell yeah. Okay, so that's this floor. Now we go down a floor, and then we go and we fight the boss, and we revenge the planet's water. We revenge ourselves on the fiend of water for that time when we killed him and he didn't stay dead because the game started over. Do I even remember the way? Am I even going the right way? Jeez, I love it. Just kill them so fast. We get to act so fast. This party really developed its agility more than our last party too. It's just cool how every party is different because they level different. It's cool. Oh, that's a decent level. 29 for Madge. Lots of stats. Kyle being Kyle. I'm not even thinking about it right now. Shags, 29 HP. Strength and intellect with the intellect is not necessary. 4 HP for Mr. S. Decent level. That noise was, I'm scratching the bottom of my foot. Making sure it doesn't stink. I made the mistake of leaving my socks on last night while I slept. So the skin on my right foot is irritated. It's not like rashed or anything like that. It just itches. I sprayed it with, I wiped it with disinfectant wipes, and then that tea tree oil stuff that I got, I sprayed it down with foot cleaner, antifungal stuff, so I'm not... Oh, okay, wait a minute. Why is there another way up from this floor? I'm not super worried about it because I went the winter months I went a long time between sock changes and foot washes in the winter months because it was too much. It was just too much work to change my socks every day, take off 2 pairs of socks, clean my feet every day. So they've been through worse. But that was in the winter when, oh, it's like there's a bug bite or something down there. That's possible. Oh, it was horrible. My foot's in my sleeping bag. And the light's probably not good enough for me to be able to see it anyway, but that's horrible. That feels awful. Oh, that's right in the crease. Ugh. And the pad of my foot. Horrible feeling. It'll be fine in a few days. All right. Now I've irritated it so it itches. That's on me. I did that. I'll make sure to wash it real good before I go to bed. I've got hand sanitizer around here. I can bathe the agitated spot in sanitizer if necessary. It'll be fine. Yeah, I know I'm being quiet for too long there. I'm so relaxed, man. Just so chillaxed. Don't even really need to get stoned. It's just so good. Don't even need to maintain right now. I'm in no pain. You know, when they say I'm feeling no pain, usually they mean, you know, you're intoxicated to the point that you no longer can. And that's just not where I'm at. I'm just not in any pain right now. Yeah, we'll let our ninja use his spell. Kind of inept compared to his normal attack. Uh-uh. He's just got to gain cement in these next levels. Whoop. Oh boy. What a day. What a week. Tomorrow's the last day in this week. Today's the first day? The last day of July? There's really only 5 more months if you count the one we're in left. This year's over. It's pretty cool. Goes by so fast, man. In January, I was wondering how the fuck am I going to make it to June? And here we are in August. Granted, in January, I was painfully bored because I had nobody to talk to, nobody watching my stuff. I was dying of boredom. But here we are. We made it through the other side. I haven't been bored. I haven't been bored except because I chose to be bored in a long time. There have been a few times recently that I've, almost like playing this, that I put myself in a position to be bored, to let my mind wander, because I want to think and I want to see what's going to come out of it. But I haven't I haven't needed to do that in so long. Which might, I don't know, it might sound silly to care about, but I'm happy, and that's not an experience that I feel often. Not the kind of happiness, contentment. I'm content for just for maybe the next 12 hours. I'm okay to just be still. And being still is something that I find difficult. 8 HP, 12, 28 HP. Kyle, that level sucked. 8 HP for Shags, that sucked too. 4 for Mr. S and Agility. Wow, those levels sucked. You guys didn't even try that time. I've given up on the pretense of not healing through this dungeon. It's getting tough to maintain that pretense. Jeez, just so powerful. And we love seeing that experience go up. Oh, this is a bad choice. This is a mistake. Okay, 6 of 9, 8 of 9, or 7 of 9, 8 of 9. Nice. That was probably the most badass thing we've done yet. Avoiding all of those all those gazes, all those instant deaths. That was sweet. Nice. Damn. Just kicking ass, man. Can you wear the Giant's glove? No. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Did I read that right? Oh. They didn't get rid of the items that use things. Now, are they one-use items now? Because Madge just cast Saber on himself. I didn't mean to have you use Diara. And my monk just cast Thundara by using a pair of gloves. Gauntlets. So if I want to see something. Yes, this is the slow way to do this. But yep, we can cast Saber on our monk. And we can cast free heals. So this is about to be hilarious. How much damage is he going to do with plus attack plus accuracy? All right. Warrior does an absurd amount of damage, 550. Monk, 10 hits, 970 damage. My God. Oh, life just got really good. Because the items that you can use to cast spells is one of the coolest fucking things about this game. It was cool back in the day. It was cool in the original. It remains cool. That's all. And I didn't use it at all on our last playthrough because I thought that it didn't work. So, our black mages could have been even more devastatingly powerful because we could have had them using a lot more spells. Like, it could have looked like this. Yep, it could have looked like that. Just an insane number of AoE spells being slung around. Now we know. I don't know if that really made this fight go by faster, but it certainly made the fight go by more interestingly. That's why they give you 2 light axes. I don't know if you remember on our last playthrough, I was confused why we had 2 light axes. What's the point? Why do you want 2 light axes? There's your reason. So you can cast Dia twice a turn, in case you get in trouble with AoE, with undead rather. And then no, none of those has a spell associated with it. Now that we can just cast this heal, right, the low level heal spell for free every turn, she's never going to be low health ever again. There it is. And see, I don't think that trivializes the game either. It doesn't make it easier. It just makes it a little more fun. Like, I can come in here and cast Giant's Glove on my white mage on this turn. So he casts Saber on himself. Shing. And now he's useful and next turn, or this next round of combat. And then he doesn't get to fight anyway. It's funny. It's funny to me. Saber's basically like an even better haste. It's like haste and temper in one spell. I think that's cool. I think that's super cool, actually. Part of why I crave playing this game is because of the whole items being used in combat mechanic and the way I was just showing you. And I really thought that it didn't work on the remaster copy. So I was really bummed, and I really was like, all right, we're just going to go play We're going to play an emulator so I can show you this cool mechanic that the original used to have. But no, they left it in sort of a way. Your commands, the command box used to be fight, run, drink, item. And so drink was how you used potions and antidotes exclusively. Those were the only ways to take those in combat. And then the item was everything else in the game could be used in combat. Some of them didn't do anything, but they were there. Some of them did neat things like cast fairly low level spells. Still cool. It's a clever reward for experimentation, for just trying to use it. Well, it says I could use items here. What if I try to use this sword? Oh, it casts a spell. Cool. That's cool to me. Now my warrior can always cast black magic spells at a significantly lower proficiency rate than my black mage or my red mage. And so then the classes themselves become specializations, right? So the black mage is just really good at casting black spells, but the other guys can too. And everybody can use melee, but the monk is really good at it. You see what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Then when the items work like that, then the rest of the game opens up, and its design logic makes so much more sense. Without being able to use those items, the design logic for the classes kind of doesn't make sense. Kinda. They're all kind of the same. Like the rogue, getting more agility and then having the bonuses to preemptive attacks at the beginning and running away. But those aren't you're not told about those anywhere. The monk being good at unarmed and getting an absurd amount of HP, was supposed to get an absurd amount of HP by the end of the game. You're not told that anywhere. We know those things. We know these two things from experience, experimenting with the classes, or because we had, older friends who told us. I like that. It's natural and organic learning and exploration. And it's just deeply, deeply well thought out mechanically. The dev team just really sat down and really knew what they were making. And that tends to begin at idiosyncratic genius. When you have one vision, and then that vision is directing highly skilled people, you tend to come out with just absurd art, good high quality material. Oops, wasted that one. You know what? I'm confident I can do this without wiping. I'm confident. Hello, the Kraken. I will be releasing you back into the sea as a dead the Kraken. Oh, I messed up. Spent all that time talking about those items that you can use. We're just going to say that I wanted to see what my baseline was once. My controller wasn't responding to my inputs there for a second. Is my controller dying? Yes. This fight is not going to last much longer now. That improved his attack by a flat 440 damage. No, that's not what I said to do. My controller must be dying. Yep, that wasn't going to last much longer after all that. 660 from the shags. Unbelievable. And he was blinded. Incredible amounts of damage we're doing. Because we are very good at this game. We know this game fairly well. Not as well as others. But the Giant's Glove trick, where Saber is basically in the game not so you can buy it. They don't think you're ever going to buy it with your Black Mage and use it. It's so they could put it on that glove and then for the savvy gamer make melee characters unstoppable. I like rewards like that. Rewards for engaging with the game's systems. I like that a lot. And then now grinding becomes almost trivial with the healing staff. Using the healing staff and queuing it up like this, we can use it infinitely. And so they have to do more than 40 damage a turn across all of my dudes to stay ahead of my healing. This is awesome. Like we could just be silly right now and turn the XP gain all the way up and just get to level 99 and then one-shot the boss. We're not going to. Okay, wait a minute. We did this last time. I couldn't find the guy that you give the thing to. But the guy that you give the thing to, the book, is down here? Question mark? He was like randomly in this. No, he's in the lake town, right? Whatever his name is. Ta-da. It's not you. It's the guy up in the. I remember. He's at the cemetery in here, in this town, I think. Just make sure that we've got all the spells we need. Level 6. We need level 8, I think. Shit, it's not this town. I don't remember where he was. He was in a place that I thought was really random, but I was glad that I found it when I did, because I was going to go to every town in order. And I thought he was standing at like a cemetery or something. I thought he was standing on a spot like this. We'll get there and we'll remember, and I'll be like, that's right. That's right. Because I thought this, and this is what I was thinking when I did it. But until then, here it is. He's in Melmond. It's this one. He's right here. Yeah, bossy fuck. Takes my tablet and makes me learn this fucking language. Yeah, it's jumping and hitting me, and now I can speak it. Great. It's cool, but also kind of funny that it wasn't a magical means by which I learned to speak this magic language. Well, non-human language. I don't know that it's magic. I shouldn't assume it's Enochian. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. All right. And then we go down and we introduce ourselves to the Lufanians. Lufanians? Lufanians? These fuckers. Hello, Minotaur Zombie. The effort was made, but you are no match for me. Nothing is a match for me any longer. We have won the game. All right, now how do we talk to in here? One of you fuckers are going to send me somewhere. Like some of our people. The legend is true. I don't remember what you want from me, you motherfuckers. Something about a bell. Oh, right. The one just gives you the bell, right? You need the bell to get into the thing, and there it is. Ding-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I obtained the chime. Chime is a weird word. I kind of wonder if it's onomatopoeic or where it came from etymologically. Who came up with that word? Chime. And how we doing? Time almost 11 means that we're at just under 2 hours. Fucking killing it. Great to see that there are 3 of you there. Great to see that second like. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. We are on our way to the wind dungeon. We got to do something. I don't remember. I got to open up this tower in the desert. So we're going to go over here to our flying machine, and then we're going to get into that tower in the desert. Look, Kyle is useless. He is just here to heal bot. So now that he's got the healing staff and he can just heal everybody every turn, it's all he's good for. For right now. Eventually I might remember to go and buy Holy, and then he'll be useful for more than just healing us. But for now, he's just useful as a heal bot. It's kind of hilarious how much we struggled with that last party. And this party just makes it look easy. That right there is the difference in my familiarity then and now. Obviously, the more familiar you are, the easier things appear to be to you, but also to the thing. And so because of my compulsion, quite literally, to seek out a challenge, and an escalating challenge at that, I have tended to not get good at things. I've gotten just good enough to feel like, okay, well, this isn't a challenge to me anymore, and then I've done something else. And so, like, true mastery is something that I have in very few things. Very rarely do I have true mastery of anything, because that requires a certain amount of grinding even within being good enough, right? It requires even more time, even more engagement. It requires mastery becomes its own sort of why you're doing the thing, not because you want to be challenged by it, but because you want to master it. Aegis shield noise, Reuben noise. Please take that off. Nice. And we go. The bottom of my foot itches so bad. Like they're doing 2 damage to me in a turn, and then I'm healing it up. It's so funny. For free, too. Like, that's great. And these levels aren't good. Just no exceptional levels for me to call out as exceptional and good. Ugh. Hey, bud. Oh, wait a minute. Did I go into the cave and get the thing from the guy? Oh, am I missing the thing? Do we remember? I don't remember what. Oh, no. I hope I'm not missing an item. I don't remember where that robot that fell. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay, real quick. Because I don't think I did that. I should go and do that. Because I don't remember what that robot gives us, but I should probably have whatever it is, just in case I need it in that dungeon. I actually don't remember what he gives me. So maybe I don't need it. But we're going to find out. Just real quick. Real quick. It's this way, right? It's up this river. There's a cave. A Nyaku. Jeez. Not anymore. 8 hits. Yeah, we didn't come up here this run. I know I didn't. No. This must not be it then. Yeah, that's not the way. It's just so hilarious being full health at all times. Now the game can't even hurt me. It's just funny. I love it. I like that. Yes, bring it on. Do your worst. Literally. Try. Oh, 2 damage. Whatever will I do? Oh, no. Let me hit you in the face 8 times with this here sword. Frap 10 times. By the time we actually get to the Temple of Chaos, the monk Shags is going to be hitting so many times the game has to stop and count. That was 117,432. 9,900. I can't calculate more than 9,000 damage. What are you talking about? He's already doing 10 hits. That's how good our warrior was with haste, dudes. That's how good Warrior Shags was with haste at level 60. Fuck, it's so nice to watch. Just kick back and just watch him obliterate this stuff. Bye. It was not good knowing you. There it is. Shit. I'm going to be going the wrong way as soon as I get out of this combat. So I'm going to end up opening the map and then not knowing which way to go. Yep, I was right too. Like, you really got to do more than 16 damage if you want me to notice. Oh. Now these are basically the only thing besides the bosses that can really give me a pause. Did he just do 900 damage? Because that can kill us. Gaze can get an insta-kill. Three down. Oof, you critted me for 3 damage. Good job. Well, you critted Kyle. Kyle's like, here, allow me to use my heal staff to cure your dusted collar there. You got a little bit of dust on the collar of your shirt. Allow me to use my heal staff to get that. Oh, you seem to have scuffed the leg of your pants. Allow me to get that with my heal rod here. Just running around, touching it to everything you can. Take this cube. Probably I needed that. Probably I was going to get to the top of that tower and remember that I needed that and be annoyed with myself. So I'm glad I remembered as soon as I saw the robot and the tower. Okay. And if I'm right about the time, we're gonna be right about my goal for tonight, was to get to the Chaos Dungeon or the Chaos Temple for tonight, and then we can do that tomorrow night. Do the Chaos Temple tomorrow night, and then maybe we boot up and we do a third Final Fantasy run, or maybe my my CashApp, PayPal, one of my ways that you can get a hold of me, notifies me that you want to see me play Final Fantasy 2. instead, that you're done watching me beat this up. Because the only way to beat this up any harder is to stick to half gold, half gil, half experience. And anytime we farm for money to buy stuff is to turn the experience off entirely. That's really the only way we could make this any more difficult, is to just make the grind more grueling. And that's not necessarily difficulty as tedium. And while we are happy to stick out the tedium of doing repetitive things, unnecessarily grinding random encounters and calling that standing in solidarity with my folks who still have jobs or still working jobs, is a little bit ironic and hard to swallow. Yeah, it had been 6 levels since the last time we saved. Probably the time was now. Oh, they're doing a little bit better about sustaining damage on me. There you go. Just keep whacking Madge. Cool. Because I remembered that before it was critical, that means that I've all but learned this game. What's left? This is the last dungeon, right? Yeah. So then we go to the Chaos Shrine and we go back in time. Yeah, I've almost got this game down. I've wanted that my whole life, and I just have not been able to incentivize myself to do it. So like I just really don't think people understand that yes, the tips, that little notification that, hey, here's money, that's nice. But the fulfilling thing is the satiating thing, the thing that makes me feel good about myself, is fulfilling. This is a goal I have had since literally before I could read. I just wanted to play this game so bad, and I wanted to be good at it, and I wanted to know it inside and out. And I wanted to be able to say, hey, friend, let me show you this cool game over the course of 60 or 80 hours. And here we are on the other side of, what, 20, maybe? Probably? It feels nice. It just feels so cool. It's like having friends, man. Whew. And then we got another dungeon here. And I am tired, so we have done it. We have accomplished my goals. My goals are always to be tired at the end of the day. I like having to kind of force my body to stay awake, to stay alert while I'm, especially on the weekend, right? Saturday, pulling an all-nighter on a Saturday is just fun. It's fun for everybody, no matter how old you are. But coming home from work exhausted and trying to keep myself awake while I work on a hobby was always a point of pride in my earlier life. It was always something that I enjoyed doing. Waking up, in my writing or whatever artistic hobby thing I was doing before COVID was always something that I liked. It always made me feel good about myself. Like, hey, you went to and beyond the call of duty. Good job, buddy. Go to bed. And so maybe it doesn't seem the same to you from the perspective of where we're both at right now. But I remember what it was like. I remember what it was like to go to work for less than what I was worth and do a good job because the job is what needed doing. I remember that. And so 4 years probably seems like a long way away for you, but it's not that far away from me. Sometimes there are aspects of it that I miss. But actually doing the job, I wouldn't be able to stay. I would need to leave at some point. I would start to get anxious about wanting to just not be there anymore, and then I would not be there anymore. And you just can't do that. And I could hold it together in my previous life because I had things that I had a wife, you know, I had girlfriends, I had cats, I had lives, but I had things that depended on me maintaining my income and putting myself through those things that I didn't like, and I don't anymore. And so now my income is severely dropped, you know, from 13 or 12,500 a year to whatever 80 times 12 is, right? Not even 1,000 a year, but the money, the money is irrelevant to me. Being able to sleep because I'm actually tired, because I actually worked my brain, because I actually used my skill sets, that's significantly more valuable to me. And you don't have to feel the same way. You don't have to value the same things that I do. But if you do value the same things that I do, and if you sent your boy $1, that would be pretty cool. And it would make me feel less, you know, idiosyncratic, and like my thoughts aren't the kinds of thoughts that other people have. Now, I have friends, and I don't struggle or suffer like I used to with believing that my thoughts were unusual, idiosyncratic, only mine, that nobody could relate to me. I don't struggle with that as much as I used to. Um, in large part because I know that that's what's happening with the depression, but also because I reach out now when I'm feeling that way. I've got friends, good friends, and, you know, we've got the YouTube channel. So sometimes people show up and they say things like, hey, you're pretty chill, or, oh, wow, you're one of the most honest people I've ever met, or your honesty is really refreshing. And those things mean that I'm fighting the good fight. Just had a pizza burp, and nothing beats the taste of pizza sauce and green peppers coming up out of your gullet. Hey, that thing I forgot to do last time. That right there is the adamantite. There's a dwarf in yonder dwarf cave who asked us to bring him some adamantite. And I forgot about it in our last playthrough, so we'll go and do that. Not right now, but we will do that on this playthrough. It's funny, that used to not have that shipped in the original without without a unique. The adamantite shipped without a unique sprite. There wasn't anything there to indicate that there was an item for you to pick up. Unless it was just one of the blue circles that they throw down sometimes to indicate that there's a special item right here. It's funny, this is the most difficult fight we've had in a while now, and it's difficult because I should have just used magic on it and made it easy. Unarmed somehow hurts it. It should hurt it even less, but it hurts it like magic. We'll take it. His fists are magical, baby. That's what she said. That's gross. Oh, wait. Here. What does the razor do? Cast Scourge. You get to see what Scourge does. Healing Helm. Also cast heal. Neato. Mage Staff. And gauntlets. Scourge. Misses because it's an auto kill and it never works. Thundara. Fyra. Wizard Staff. Oh, Wizard Staff does confuse. That's useless. I'll try again. Scourge. Ooh, Scourge actually hit 2 of them. Never works. Except for that time it did. It worked 2 out of 6 times, so it had a 33% success rate that time. Neat. Diamond gloves. Neat. Chimera. I'm surprised that's not the name of a band. Chimera. Surprised there's not a sweet metal band named Chimera. Maybe there tried to be, and they were not good, but they still trademarked the name. That's possible. Happens. Copyrighted? Probably not trademarked. Probably copyrighted. Diamond Shield. Ribbon. So many ribbons. Nope. On we go. Manticore. That's another name, like beast's name that you would think would be the name of a sweet band. Or like Nightmarish Hippogriff. These are band names that should already exist. Should you take one of them for yourself? I don't want anything but props. I feel like this guy was spitting fire with band names the other night. Well, by the other night, I mean, whatever, years ago. My fantasies aren't very good at being linear in time. Or anchored in time, for that matter. I'm not good at fantasizing. It's not something I ever do. Something I taught myself not to do as a young person, because disappointment is difficult for me. And so if I don't get my hopes up, if I don't want anything, if I don't fantasize about anything in particular, then I can't be disappointed. And that's why when I tend to fantasize about rewarding myself for things that I want, I don't fantasize about like cars or better drugs, or I don't know what people fantasize about, doing despicable things to women. I don't know. I don't think about these things. The things that I'm thinking about are food. Like I was just fantasizing all day about that exact calzone that I ate. And I couldn't be happier to have that calzone in my stomach. It's just a little bit of pepperoni and green peppers and olives. It's just hardly shit for nutrition. The pizza itself is just calories, cheese and a little bit of vegetables, and some meat wrapped up in bread and then set on fire for a few minutes. It was the salad that had the nutrition, but you know, we all know that the 4 forces of life, this must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Ah, cool. We didn't see this last time either. That's pretty cool. I was watching a little documentary today, and I was right when I was talking about this series compared to Dragon Quest. And what we might do is move from this to Dragon Quest and compare them. But it was talking about the achievement that was Dragon Quest, because the RPG genre is actually extremely complex to code. And so Dragon Quest being as slimmed down as it was the first console RPG. So major accomplishment. And so we might play it and talk about how it's a dramatically inferior game to this. And this was just the next year, but this was building off that success, and it was almost saying like, oh well, if it's actually possible to make this kind of game, let's do it. Let's take some of the trope and the standard that they've already established, and let's build on it, and let's make it actually look good to look at. Because God, the Dragon Quest games are appallingly ugly to look at, hideous. Lots of the sprites, I can't even tell what I'm supposed to be seeing. But it was, the first of its kind, ahead of its time. And so, like, that does, in my opinion, Eddie Van Halen is the better guitarist of the Eddie Van Halen alikes, because Eddie was the original. He was the most authentic, right, to that style of playing music. And so there's an argument to be made that the Dragon Quest games are the most authentic to this style. And I recorded a podcast talking about the big four JRPGs, maybe about a year and a half ago, maybe as long as 2 years ago. And what I should do is I should go back and I should take the audio and I should put it over one of these games that we're playing while I'm just like grinding up meaningless levels. So maybe tomorrow I get on Final Fantasy VII and I grind up some levels, because that party really needs it. Needs is not what it does. Wants it, could use it. I could justify it. Maybe I do that. Maybe I don't. We'll see. But the podcast subject was the big four JRPG franchises, and I don't think I put Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest on that list. I think Ys made it onto that list. I'm not sure. And so that might be something that I work on tomorrow. Woo! Did I do not feel like I opened all of these chests on our last run. I don't remember being in the Wind Temple this long. I feel like I turned off the encounters and just got the hell through it. Clothes. Protect cloak is sweet. It's still funny to me how long we've gone without really sustaining any damage. And there is an optional super fight in this dungeon that if I run across, I should run from. It's just on the random encounter table. But it looks like a big version of those two things that we just fought. That was one of the things I was researching, was like whether there was an optional super fight in this game that we should work toward. Rakshasa. It's a cool word. Sasuke's blade. I was right. Last time we played, I said, I bet that's the thief super weapon. I don't know if it's the super weapon, but it is a thief weapon, the ninja weapon. So that's cool that I was right about. Okay. How did we do this? At random, right? I remember this. We're almost through it. Man, we are just kicking so much ass. Yeah, it looks like these things, these soldiers and guardians. It looks like these, but bigger. We don't want to fight it. I don't think I'll be able to beat. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to beat it. I'm glad that silence doesn't persist after the fight. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shoo! Man, kill and lose is satisfying now. Not now. It's satisfying because it takes so little time now. I skipped several of the words that I wanted to say. Hope. There you go. All right. Oh boy. Here we go. I have defeated the Kraken, yes. And also the other two. Now it's your turn. Hello, Tiamat. All right. I forgot for a second how to play this game entirely, and then I remembered. It all came back to me. Da, 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 da. Ooh, what do these do? Wait a minute. Hmm. Oh, whoops. I don't have anything that casts temper. That's funny. Moving on. Saber means to know in Spanish. Oof. You don't have much left. This is going to be over very soon. I can already tell. I'm already feeling it. Ooh, I don't like that. Oh. Oh, you can do better than 299 damage. I know you can do better than that. Hmm. Oh. It's tough. There we go. Fuck you, Tiamat. We win. We win. Oh yeah, and down to 20% battery, right where I wanted to be. Everybody but Madge levels. And that was a decent level. Mr. S could do better. And there it is. Now we just have to go to the Chaos Shrine, beat all of the fiends one more time, and we have done this in record time. I don't know about record time. Record time for me, I feel like I did it much faster this time. It feels easier. Like, it does feel like we're going through these faster, but it's not actually easier. It's just less stressful. The game is still as difficult. I mean, it was still pummeling me for the same amount of damage. I was just better able to absorb and deal with it, in large part because I had a white mage. That Healaga kind of trivializes their AoE damage when you just get to ignore it back to full health. And that's why for challenge runs we don't use white mages. All right, the pair of you, thank you so much for being here. That is all that I've got in me tonight. I'm going to pass out here, and we're going to pick up and do it again tomorrow. And by it, I mean the whole consciousness thing and the whole being alive, the whole working, the trying to make a little bit of money, trying to make the world a better place, a little bit at a time, a day at a time. If I have any other thank yous that I haven't given, please don't think that they're not in my heart. I'm tired, and I've forgotten if there's anything that I meant to say that I haven't said tonight. And there's always tomorrow for that as well. When we're doing the 7-day-a-week access to, not our fans, but access to our art. That does mean that I feel less of a pressure to make sure that I get everything out every day. Yeah, like the other day when I was talking about Freebird and the Van Zants and not Freebird, and Leonard Skinnerd, that thought was supposed to move into how one moment can change everything, and not always do we know when that moment was or when that moment is coming. So, like, there was no way for me to have been emotionally prepared that Mastodon were going to break up. Not break up, but that Brent Hines was going to leave Mastodon. There was no way to be emotionally prepared for that, not in a real way. I mean, you can always tell yourself, well, these guys might break up or one of them might leave, so be prepared for that. You can always say that, but there's no real way to know how you're going to react and to be prepared for something that doesn't really affect you, but does. And so I was thinking about that when I was talking about Freebird the other day. And so I don't always do a great job of saying everything that I need to say in a day, and that used to give me a lot of anxiety. I used to lose a lot of sleep over it, and I don't anymore. And I owe the two of you, whoever the two of you are, the three of you now, I owe a lot of my comfort, a lot of my ability to just, okay, relax, and then make myself available for people who need a relaxed Shaggy in their life. That's you guys. And so thank you to the Patreon subscribers. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Madge. Thank you, everybody else whose time and identities I'm not taking the time to give credit to. I am going to go to sleep. When you get around to going to sleep, I hope that it finds you safe, and I hope you take care of yourself. Okay? Have a great night, and until you hear from me